Well, there's some good news today that I'm really looking forward to sharing with you. First of all, one of the big missions of this show, aside from just being a show, I'm really big on municipal broadband, which is city-owned internet, and I'm really big on net neutrality. Those are issues I'm very, very passionate about. And a cool thing is happening today where it's kind of goodbye, see you later. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. So here's the cool news. I'm excited about this. This was tweeted out by Evan Greer, friend of the show. She has been crushing it lately. She's the deputy director of Fight for the Future, and they are my favorite digital rights organization who I've had the honor of collaborating with on a couple campaigns, and they've been nailing it lately, per usual. And here's what she tweets: "A glimmer of hope in this hellscape. Today, this is going on today. This is Ajit Pai's last meeting ever as the chairman of the FCC." And Evan says, "We are going to reverse pretty much everything he has done within the next 2 years." And I'm with her. We're going to frickin' do that. And here's the tweet from the FCC. "We're now streaming the final open meeting under Chairman Ajit Pai, FCC. Goodbye, Ajit Pai." Ajit Pai, of course, is the person who repealed net neutrality along with the Trump FCC. Now, look, I'm not somebody that has optimism about Joe Biden. The Biden administration has promised to appoint a pro-net neutrality FCC head. They have promised to do that. But my mom taught me a long time ago, actions speak louder than words. And some of Joe Biden's actions have been starting his campaign with Comcast executives. So it's up to us to make sure he keeps that promise and does appoint a pro-net neutrality FCC head. And they're probably still going to be a lousy FCC head. They're probably still going to be a pro-cable company FCC head. But as long as they vote the right way and we get net neutrality back, that's all that really matters. Lady Bunny, your thoughts?
I know that net neutrality is supposed to be something that progressives support, but I am like a tech dunce and can barely wrap my head around getting this. I was late for your show. So I'm going to leave that to the Evan Greers. I mean, if it's undoing things that Trump did that are, I get the basic principle of net neutrality. And, the internet is very, deceptive, and it shouldn't, like if you Google a restaurant, the seamless ad for the seamless site for the restaurant comes up first, not the restaurant site. So, I mean, it is something where you pay to get prominence, and my understanding is that net neutrality would make it harder to find news that wasn't, corporate.
Yeah, I mean, the loss of net neutrality basically means like content providers can have their content prioritized based on their ability to pay. There can be designated fast lanes and slow lanes, and that big cable companies could charge accordingly. So it could make the internet into cable television 2.0, essentially, where it's like, oh, you want to be able to go to Twitter or Facebook, you need our social media package, and that's an extra $20 a month. So it would allow them to price gouge we, the consumers, more than they already do. And it would allow blatant prioritization and discrimination against internet traffic. And it would crush independent media because, independent media wouldn't be able to pay those fees, but the CNNs and Fox Newses of the world would. So that's what's at stake with net neutrality. It's been, since net neutrality has been repealed, we've been fighting it out in the courts, and states have passed net neutrality bills. We have one here in California. That's why people haven't seen the effect of a post-net neutrality world, because folks have been fighting on the front line. So whenever someone's like, net neutrality is not important because the internet's still fine. Yeah, it's still fine because people are holding the fort down and they're fighting back against big cable by getting net neutrality bills through. But yeah, that's essentially what's going on there. So it's up to us.
Good news. We like good news.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and